Meet the American man, Giovanni Vigliotto, who not only managed a challenging task of handling one marriage, but surprisingly set a Guinness World Record by marrying more than 100 women. His story is not your typical love saga, but a bizarre and shocking tale of deceit and bigamy. Join us as we delve into the story of the man who holds the record for the most bigamous marriages ever. Born in Sicily in 1929, he made a name for himself, not through noble deeds, but by tying the knot with more than 100 ladies in 27 different US states and 14 other nations between 1949 and 1981. He introduced himself with a different identity every time he married someone. This is why the women he met barely knew each other, and even him. His real name wasn't even Giovanni Vigliotto. It was just one of the many identities he assumed during his marathon of secret marriages. The unsuspecting women he targeted often met him at flea markets, and shockingly, he proposed on them on their very first date. The whirlwind romance would lead to a hastily arranged wedding. His manipulative tactics included convincing his victims to pack up their lives and join him, only to leave them stranded, driving away with their belongings in a moving truck, never to return. The stolen items were then sold at flea markets, where he not only made a profit, but also scouted for his next unsuspecting victim. Despite numerous reports to the authorities, Vigliotto managed to evade the law time and again. However, his actions caught up with him when one of his victims, Sharon Clark, took matters into her own hands. Determined to find him, she tracked him down to Florida, leading to his arrest on December 28, 1981. Vigliotto faced charges of bigamy and fraud related to his marriage to Arizona resident Patricia Ann Gardner, whom he had married while still wed to Sharon Clark. The legal proceedings were a spectacle, with Vigliotto putting on a unique performance each day. The trial, which began in January 1983, drew significant attention, with the courtroom consistently packed, mostly by women. The trial concluded on March 28, 1983, with the jury taking just 24 minutes to find him guilty on all 34 counts of bigamy and fraud. Vigliotto was sentenced to a total of 34 years in prison, fined for $336,000. He spent the remaining 8 years of his life in Arizona State Prison, passing away in 1991 at the age of 61 due to a brain hemorrhage. Until his last breath, Giovanni Vigliotto maintained that his only crime was being a hopeless romantic with a weakness for women. Subscribe to Truth Revealed to stay intrigued and informed.